The Panthers look to continue their Cinderella run to the Northern Maine Finals this afternoon when they travel to Howland to play the PVHS Howlers. Panthers trailing tie it up here as Nick Dominique rips one into the corner in left. Dustin Pryor scores and it's tied at 1. Big moment in the game here. Double steal, throw to third. Ball gets away, allowing Brad McKenney to score. They say fielder kicked it out of play, award the extra base to Grant Doan. 2 runs, 3-1 PVHS. Kyler's keep rolling from there. Jarrett Priest with a 2-run single. Dakota Batchelder and Thomas Spencer score 5-1. Priest would come up and score on a knock by Jaden Folster. Howlers advanced to the region finals 7-1. They now await the winner of Saturday's Fort Fairfield and Hodgson game. Other county teams will be playing in the semifinals tomorrow. First baseball, Bucksport at Holton 1 p.m. and Fort Fairfield at Hodgson 2 p.m. Now on to softball. LCS MSSM at Bucksport at 2 p.m. and Katahdin at Stearns at 4 p.m. Highview at Madawaska at 2 p.m. on Monday. Another Washburn athlete has captured a state championship. Freshman Giovanni Tavares has captured the Class C state javelin title last Saturday at Foxcroft Academy. Tavares set a new personal record of over 153 feet in his final throw.
It was good. I mean, I was not expecting it at all. This last throw, I had just thrown my arm out the throw before that, so it was like a ride or die situation right then and there. So I just gave it my all and just threw it. I was really excited. It was something new for me to do, especially since my first year, and a lot to do. Had a lot to do with states, all the events.
The meet at Foxcroft brought together the top athletes from the smaller schools in the state. This is Tavares' first year competing in track and field and his first real year of throwing the javelin. He said one of the other throwers gave him a tip that increased his distance.
I had just talked to one of the throwers before me, and he told me that my form, the way I was throwing it, was a little off compared to the rest of them. He told me that my arm needed to be more extended than usual, and I just extended it, and it went.
The third leg of the Triple Crown will be run tomorrow at Belmont Park. Exaggerator is the morning line favorite to win the race. Exaggerator became the odds-on favorite after Nyquist was scratched because of an elevated white blood cell count. 13 horses will go to the post tomorrow. Exaggerator has a main connection. Brothers George, Jamie, and Mike Kerr of Old Orchard Beach are members of the ownership group for the 3-year-old horse. The Red Sox opened up a 3-game series with the Minnesota Twins tonight after a day off. The Red Sox offense went to work once again as they put up 16 hits and scored 3 runs in the 5th and 6th innings as they go on to pick up the win 8-1. Dustin Pedroia extended his hitting streak, going 3 for 5 with 2 doubles. Xander Bogaerts had himself a game, going 4 for 5 with a home run and 4 RBIs. Stephen Wright recorded the win for the Sox. He pitched 7 1/3 innings, strong innings, only giving up 1 run with his 7 hits while striking out 6 batters. The same 2 teams will be back at it tomorrow afternoon for Game 2 of the series. Muhammad Ali had made his final journey through his hometown of Louisville. The streets were lined with thousands of mourners as his funeral procession took him to the cemetery where he would be buried. His cherry red casket, draped in Islamic shroud, was loaded into a hearse as groups of pallbearers that included former boxer Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis and former actor Will Smith left the funeral home. The 17-car motorcade set out on a 19-mile route that took his body past his boyhood home as well as the museum that bears his name. There was an estimated 100,000 people along the route, some yelling Ali, Ali, while others threw flowers. Others were quiet and reverent as the champ went by. The funeral service was private. Hockey Hall of Famer Gordie Howe has died at the age of 88, one of the greatest players to ever play the game. Howe won 4 Stanley Cup championships with Detroit and was an All-Star 23 times. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1972. His son Murray said his father passed away from old age after his outstanding NHL career. Gordie Howe went on to be a key factor in the growth of World Hockey Association, where he was able to play with his sons Mark and Marty. Known as Mr. Hockey, he still holds several major NHL records. His 801 goals rank second to Wayne Gretzky. NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman says of Howe, quote, "No sport could have hoped for a greater, more beloved ambassador." And we'll be right back.